And so the amount of volunteers it takes to make this happen is literally in the hundreds and hundreds, if not probably getting closer to 1,000 volunteers to be able to get it from the point where we're putting a backpack together to delivering it to the folks on the back end. This is Pi Education, and we're at Harvest Bible Chapel putting together backpacks for Barrie and Simcoe County, but also for right around the province of Ontario. And we work with organizations like the John Tavares Foundation, Home Hardware, Progress Mental Health, and some wonderful mayors around the province, Mayor Lefebvre up in Sudbury, Mayor Davis down in Brantford. We're completely blessed, but all these folks who come together to do this, they're blessing almost 9,000 children around the province.
All of these are backpacks filled with some goodies. It's like a Christmas in September. There's supply kits. Elementary is getting supply kits and pencil crayons in them. So all of those backpacks will go to boys and girls. The demand is there because the economy is difficult right now, and we know that those who are on the margins are affected first. And our job, as I see it, is as an organization, as a group of volunteers, is to have the highest possible impact on those on the margins so that they can choose a better life going forward, so they can choose to do well in school, so that they can get those skills, so they can hone their talents to be, very capable and strong people in the future. And I'm hoping through these 8,600 backpacks, it has that little tiny push for each individual. It's close to Mayor Alex's heart, how he grew up. It's the same for me. I grew up in Ukraine. My family wasn't rich. I know my mom and dad were struggling. So I know how some parents struggle here in our community, knowing that their kids going to school and they don't know how to give them decent backpacks, school supplies, food. I know how it feels.
Here at Berry Hill Farms, we grow everything from asparagus to apples. So you can come picking asparagus, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, pumpkins, and apples. So we offer something for everyone to come to the farm and pick fresh 6 months of the year. You plant, for example, our sweet corn. Anyone that grows sweet corn, you have to plant some every week, so that every week as the season progresses, there's a fresh patch available to harvest. So you're always planting on a schedule. You count on some rain to help you out. So this year the sweet corn harvest hasn't been as good as other seasons. The cobs have been kind of small because we're not set up here to irrigate our sweet corn and our pumpkins. So some of those things have struggled a little bit. We save our irrigation for our high value crops, the fruit crops. It's for sure corn, soybeans, anything that's planted on big acreages and has no really potential to be irrigated. There's some really rough looking fields around this part of Simcoe County now. Well, it's always a challenge when it's dry, but I'd always prefer too dry than too wet. When it's dry, we have the ability to irrigate our crops here, and we can fight back against Mother Nature when she's not really cooperating. But when it's too rainy, there's really nothing that can be done. So this year we've irrigated a lot. We can be very efficient with our water. All of our fruit crops are irrigated with trickle irrigation, so we don't really waste any water. We apply the water right to the root zone of the plant. And so it's been actually a good season for fruit production because the fruit stays dry. There's lots of sun. The fruit ripens up. There's lots of sugar in the fruit. So it's a good year for growing fruit. It's just we would prefer to have some more regular rains so we don't have to irrigate as much as we've had to this year. You have to always be prepared for a dry season. We've invested in irrigation so that when it gets dry, you don't have to scramble and all of a sudden start buying pumps and filters and supplies. So we're prepared for dry seasons. And so if it's a rainy season like last year, we hardly irrigated at all. It rained too much, and that was another problem, right? So you just kind of roll with the punches in agriculture, and every year is different. This is one of the driest that I can remember in recent memory. But I'm sure we'll have another dry one again. We'll have another wet one again. That's just how it goes.
Gildas Club Simcoe Muskoka has been here with our Red Door open for 15 years. In fact, we're celebrating our 15th year anniversary this September 17th. And it may come as a surprise that Gildas Club, as a not-for-profit charitable organization, receives no government funding, but we also need to raise critical funds in order to keep the Red Door open for the next 15 years. We know our programming is valued in our community. We know our membership is growing, and in order to continue to meet the needs of our community, we know we need to continually evolve not only the quality of our evidence-based programs, but we also need to open our doors a little longer. We need to be available evenings. We need to be available weekends to meet the needs of individuals and family members who are currently facing cancer. We also want to expand our virtual programming. People do benefit from online virtual support. Membership is free. All of our programs are offered to any individual, family member, or friend facing cancer today. Have a look at our program calendar that are posted online. You will be amazed at what's available to you to help you, your loved one, or your family member through this journey. The number one challenge facing Gildas Club today is ongoing funding. We just can't mince those words because we do not receive government funding. We need to go out and continually ask our community to dig deep to see the value that Gildas Club is providing in our region. We often have to remind people who Gilda was. She faced her own cancer journey in the late 80s. She was looking to the wellness community for support. What she did, in addition to that, is to start her own support group. What she wanted to bring in addition to the psychosocial support was joy and laughter that was so pivotal in her journey. And that is one of the values that we want to continue to uphold here in the Gildas Clubhouse, is that we want to share not only joy and laughter, but that support that's so critical to make sure that people are feeling the community around them as they face cancer.
Cope Service Dogs is a registered charity that supplies service dogs to people living with mobility issues and also facilities. Having a service dog enables them to live their life to the fullest. It makes their life larger. They can live on their own. The dog helps them do everything. The therapy dogs, they're with them all the time and can tell when they need that extra little bit of a hug. So it helps them get through their day and live the life that they were meant to live. I am dressed like this because Cope Service Dogs is having a high tea on September 7th, and I'm here to tell the world about it because the whole world should go to a high tea at some point or another. We're going to be here at the Barrie Golf and Country Club on Sunday, September 7th, and everybody's invited to show up at 12 o'clock. There is music and dancing and tea, and if you haven't had a high tea, this is your chance to come and enjoy a high tea. It's with all the high tea fixins. This high tea is so special to us because it's to honor our dear friend Tracey, who passed away this spring. Tracey loved Cope Service Dogs. She got on the phone one day and said, how can I volunteer? And her dad were there driving the dogs back and forth to school, and Tracey became this, she became a life partner to Cope Service Dogs. Tracey just threw her whole life into Cope Service Dogs, and by doing that, she not only helped Cope Service Dogs, she helped the people around her. She just made you want to be better. So I think the high tea was Tracey's thing. So we're doing this high tea that she was so involved in. We just want to honor our dear friend who just gave so much to us and gave so much to Cope Service Dogs, and we hope everybody can join us. Time to get out your fascinators and your fancy jewelry, and let's get out there and have a good time and honor Tracey.
Want to share news from your area? We'd love to hear from you. Email us with your community updates and be part of the conversation.